Mr. Chairman, Israel welcomes Resolution 69114, adopted by the General Assembly, and the latest report of the Secretary General. Both of these urge states to take all appropriate measures to ensure that United Nations officials and experts on mission should be held accountable if they commit crimes, and to ensure that crimes committed by them do not go unpunished. Israel is concerned that if crimes committed by UN officials and experts on mission is not appropriately investigated, it adversely affects and undermines the United Nations mandate. This is especially so with respect to the relations between the United Nations and the host country, and it creates the negative impression that United Nations officials and experts on mission operate with impunity. While Israel appreciates the progress made, we look forward to seeing how states develop their national legislation on criminal activity of nationals on UN missions. We urge member states to take appropriate action to ensure that such crimes are not met with impunity. Israel acknowledges the Secretary General's efforts to refer credible allegations against UN officials and experts on mission to the state of the alleged offender's nationality. Since the submission of the previous report, the Office of Legal Affairs referred 22 cases to states to investigate and possibly prosecute their nationals who served as UN officials and experts on mission. We urge those states to update the United Nations on action that were undertaken by their national authorities regarding those cases. Israel welcomes the United Nations decision to urge states to take all appropriate measures to ensure that crimes by United Nations officials and experts on mission do not go unpunished. It is important that the perpetrators of such crimes are brought to justice without prejudice to the privileges and immunities under international law and in accordance with international human rights standards, including due process. Israel also welcomes the United Nations decision to urge the Secretary General to continue to take other practical measures within his authority in order to strengthen existing training regarding the United Nations standards of conduct. Israel hopes that these efforts will raise the awareness of states in relation to the issue of proper conduct and crime prevention by its nationals on UN missions. Finally, Israel believes that enhanced cooperation among states and between states and the UN will serve as a positive basis for progress. Israel urges states to take all appropriate measures to develop practical ways to address the need of accountability, as well as to consider strengthening the capacities of their national authorities to investigate and prosecute such crimes. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Delegation.